All right, we're ready to get in here. Thanks for bearing with us in a classic mix-up. One of the players had forgotten to set up their league pass ahead of time. We won't name Hugh unless they do it again. So, we got a little bit of an outside take here early, Alan. This is a quick play. Just going straight in. No smoke down. Dorothy's been tagged up. And now Jerry is feasting. 2 big kills with a USP and an advantage for forZe, but positioning for 9.
Oh, no, Norvi.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Why go down the vent when you know you've lost it? That was bizarre. kenZe, he's still playing for ramp, but this round is turned on its head. It looks like that's SZPERO taking space out of HUD. Indeed it is. Shalfie's between a rock and a hard place. Not sure where to look. And just like that, 1 frag found becomes a second. And that's a bomb site open for the taking.
And it's not like Zorti can exactly battle his way back in. He's got no health. A Glock bullet to the shin. Doing in. So this kill's important. kenZe gets it. Now they've actually got a chance at it. Goes the Glock. Wants the bullets. Goes up. Oh, that's a brilliant shot from kenZe. Now they've isolated it. Kylo's going to bring it down to the 1v1, but the kit drops in sight, and even without the kit, plenty of time. What a recovery for kenZe there. That was looking like a tough spot, but he just immediately forces his way back into the round.
Oh, it really felt like Nines, didn't it? As they put the bomb down, they had a little bit of time to think about that after plant positioning, but as you mentioned, kenZe, a little too much to deal with, but no need to panic if you're 9. You've got the plant, you've got another investment to follow. Kylar, AK in hand. That could do some damage, and some of these players as well, Mike, no head armor. That MAC-10 could be very potent.
Oh, Fever first point of contact perhaps through the squeaky door. They're going to smoke it up. They're going to think about going through. At least for now, 9 haven't gotten anyone into position. Player on top of Mini. Get a little wary. Vent break, but it's just Jedka to go down. He doesn't have the bomb, so it's not going to be a plant in there just yet. It's just going to be Jedka's position. Being a little bit forward here, and then waiting for things to develop. Shalfie on top of the blue box. This could be bad. Goofy. Oh, gets decapitated. What a response there from Shalfie. Thought he was in a world of trouble. Instead, now an advantage for forZe.
Trying to grab the Galil as well off the roof to no avail. And the information's given away. You see kenZe's already dropped. There is a player in the vent, that's Jedka, but forZe are well positioned. There should be more players ready to come down. Ramp as well to help soon. Key here has to do something. He has to generate some pressure and hold these players up. But we can see the bomb. That's towards the bomb site. And it's all about, can Key hold players to this top side of the map?
This is interesting. They're going for a double hut push though from forZe, and the ramp players starting to crunch in towards lobby as well. They're taking this control, but it's meaning that the rotation through ramp's actually going to be a lot slower. So unless kenZe gets a fair amount of damage here, he can actually turn into a tough spot, and he gets deleted. This is going to be a bomb plant for sure. He can't hold him, but he does get the dink on Norvi. Still, this is a more interesting round than it was looking. forZe maybe outplayed themselves just a bit, trying to go for that lobby information with not a lot of time left on the clock. Now, they got to make the retake happen here, Alan, and it's pretty much all coming from ramp.
Look how scared Shalfie is as well. He doesn't want to go down the vent because he knows there are players around. There's no nades as well on the CD side, Mike, and no kit. That could be a huge problem.
It's not looking ideal. Not looking ideal. Oh. There's a big kill for Jedka. Just the first one taken. Look at how slow these CTs are. They don't have the chance. They can't win this. Time is already gone. Why are they even sticking around at this point? They've lost the rifles. They've lost the situation. Norvi deleted as well. Just trying to keep the T's close to the bomb. SZPERO will go down, but what a coup for 9 here. That should have been a comfortable round for forZe after the initial exchanges, right? They have so many things working in their favor, and they just cannot deal with the lower site.
I understand why they pushed lobby. They were really scared of a player wrapping heaven. And then from there, the A bomb site is a killing zone. You can't stay in there. So they thought, we need to push lobby. We need to get out of here, reclaim some control. And then if they go away, we'll fight it from, you know, Hut and Squeaky. But as you kind of picked up on, only 1 player on the lower side of the map. Fair enough. He could have done more. But I think he needed help. And those nades, that's going to sting.
It was just an odd situation to give up all of that ramp presence they had with 30 seconds left. This one's now looking good for 9. Unless the CZ from Kenzie can have a really outsized impact, I think this is going to be a quick over and done round. And he does get one, but of course, as is the want of the CZ, one is kind of what you get, unless you're really brilliant with those bullet placements. It's going to be a lower sight taken. There's no one in position to deny this, and frankly, at this point, I think forZe is going to just go for the save with what little they have. Or not.
I even attempt it. I mean, 9 would have to overextend, give away maybe even 2 kills for this to be doable. That Molly is actually... It is actually behind Norvi, so... Could think about taking another duel. Smoke, though, isolates him out. That's the bomb planted, and surely now the after plants are going to be too strong.
It's so tough to battle in. Unless the Deagle gets something. I mean, the Scout is already being rebuffed. Does get the tag on SZPERO. Well, we're asking some questions here. Jedker on top of the cooling tower. He's going to be the first point of contact if they come out double doors. There's the ankle spotted. That's the kill. Now just down to Noivi, and he's got to try and beat a hasty retreat, but that won't even be allowed. Great result for 9. The guns get committed in, and so they're all lost from the forZe side. This is a pretty ideal start to your T side on Nuke.
Money's terrible. Yeah, money's so bad for forZe. Getting reset is the worst, and... Again, as we're mentioning, it felt like the round was theirs for the losing a couple of goes. So this one is 1 flashbang of 5 USPs. Any damage here is good damage. And my God, Zorte, is this got to be an amazing flashbang to find any kills?
Well, there's the site. There's the bomb plant. There's a lot of players in mini. Oh, they're just going to spam this? Okay. I thought for a second they had some crazy lineup with all of the USPs, but instead they're just going to go through the smoke and into the shooting range. Here's the strat, though, Alan. Okay. So that mini smoke is up, right? You get it so that you guys know pixel perfect, even within a smoke, just how to line up the center of the cooling towers, so that if they're planting on the exposed side, you can just auto-kill the planter.
Okay, it's and that would be a better use of your time than learning actual strats?
No. But if you're gonna run a 5 USP strat on Nuke, I don't think it'd take that long to learn that, right?
I think the issue is that they're gonna blow the door, nade it early, and kill you if you try and...
Right, I'm not saying you're there from the beginning, but in
I
that
understand, but
situation,
the odds of being there is pretty low, I think.
Alan, you're just not thinking big enough, okay? You're not thinking big enough here. Jedker's thinking that... missed opportunity! Wasn't expecting him to just come through the smoke, because fair enough, but that would have been a huge find early.
Oh, my heart rate. That was nerve-wracking. Jerry's still not sure if he's fallen out behind. That is not a good door smoke either, so don't be facing that one. Goofy sticking around. Shalfie, Port and Jewel. Takes a lot of damage for his trouble, but it's not going to matter. Jedker again, he's thinking I can take a solo fight and even this up, and it doesn't work. So 3v5 and...
Okay, though. Look at K. He's gotten through, and they pushed Jerry through, so they're not going to know. They might overlook this position. K could be get around to hell. Tyler finds the first. Problem is now it's just K. If his teammates waited maybe a little bit for that push, for this to kill it, that could have been huge. And instead, Jerry thinks, well, where is the last? And of course, Jerry's big brain always calculating the possibilities. So not only do forZe take that round, they take it with 4 players alive here, Alan.
Yeah, that's good news. That's very good news. 9 can still buy, but for forZe, this has been, you know, a rocky match so far economically. So having, you know, a few scrapings of cash in the bank is nice, but there's no AWP on Zorte. Not much util on him either, so not quite the ideal buy. We'll see how they choose to position. Zorte said, I don't fancy playing a long AWP line. I'm going to come with you towards ramp instead. Kenzie peeks behind the molly. Little bit of damage, but no harm, no foul, no frags found.
Ooh, Jerry burned up, spammed down, dropped, roasted, toasted, dealt with. So man advantage 9. And now there are 9 players on the server. Good omen, perhaps, for the Polish side, Alan?
Well, it shouldn't stay that way if they are to win the round. If they win with 4 saving, I'll credit you for winning them this round.
Yeah. Again, gotta think bigger here, Alan. gotta think about the big picture. Ooh, smokes outside. Going to provide a little bit of a curtain. It's just K working behind it. He did get into some cheeky positioning, but as we saw last round, it didn't really help a whole lot. This time it seems like he wants to go for many, and that's not happening. So 8 players. The spell has been broken. And 9, with only 40 seconds left to go, don't have a lot working for them. It's just going to be an upper hit. You have Norvi here. I think a player's coming into heaven to help him out as well. Nice first kill. Only the first kill. And it'll have to be a retake. This is not a bad take for 9. Bomb now down. Everybody bunched into heaven without a lot. No util. No util. Not just not a lot. No smoke, no flash to get over this lip. This is going to be so tough. That's a big kill. That at least opens up the possibility. Jedker is going to be critical here. They're going to swing. They're not checking it. Yes, they are. All into Goofy. Time getting short. They do have 2 kits. They need to get onto that bomb before you know it. And he's ready for it, but another player will need to get down, and Goofy alone might just be enough. Ooh, he doesn't know where Zorta is. Zorta, does he have time? Just about.
Close as can be. I wonder if one of the 9 players could have told him that he's still up in heaven. That would have made a huge difference. Seemed to really think he was behind the silos. As what a chaotic round. That was all over the place. I feel for Key because he heard Zorte jumping off the crate, running back, comes through the smoke trying to get a timing, and it doesn't work. And, you know, 2020 hindsight, if he'd stayed alive, that would have been an impossible retake. There's no way you're getting back in through main. So, a little unlucky there for 9. forZe, they're walking a tightrope, Mike. Their money's so bad, and their loss bonus surely is down to nothing now. So, one mistake, and this half flips on its head. 9 could be racking up rounds real fast.
Okay, with an opener. This could be huge. That's a big one. forZe are very timid in what they're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not moving more, to be honest. It's really only kenzie, isn't it? Trying to find some space. And Key, this is a tough corner to clear, and you really won't expect him to be there.
I think Zorta is making sure the vent's clear at this point, but yeah, it's going to be up to kenzie. Who catches who? There it is. Looking the wrong way. That's 1, that's 2. Norvi shuts it down. The wall has gone up, and the curtain is coming down on this round for 9. SZPERO is locked, trying to get the Opera out of vent. But this is 25 seconds. This is becoming a dire situation. Needs to try and get that bomb down. Knows at any moment it could be flanked out. Dropped, and it's going to be Zorta with a no-scope up the vent to finish things off. forZe pulling the lead. forZe maybe stabilizing a bit here with no bomb plant either for 9. Their ability to continue to contest is interrupted.
Yeah, I don't feel like 9 are playing particularly badly. I mean, they just lost a man advantage. Maybe the only place who can be critical is they're a little bit slow. They let forZe move around, get some information. Granted, you know, kenzie walking back into garage, a bit of luck involved with that duel, but you know, 9's playing a good game of a T-side nuke so far, and they're not far away from putting forZe under real pressure. And I think if you're forZe right now, you're just praying for a clean round. Just keep numbers alive.
Admittedly, this is 9's map pick as well, so we are expecting to see some good nuke play out from them. Tyler nearly caught. Trophy's got his hands full outside, but with no smokes to cover it. He's also got some prime opportunities to inflict pain and damage. And now Zorta is going to make sure that no one can actually cross this. So Shelfie can really play this comfortably. And then if they actually get out, if they actually break containment, well, there's some insurance policy. There's the breaking of containment. And actually, with Zorta focused on the back of red box, there's an opportunity here. There's a chance. Chance missed.
1 kill. Not the end of the world. Norvi lucky to escape, I think, there in the end. Nevertheless, we're back on the bye. And as I've mentioned, I don't think 9 need to change a lot about how they're playing these rounds early. They seem to me like they're doing a good job with the outer smokes. They're finding quite a lot of entry kills and getting space. It's that next moment, Mike, where you go from, you know, the initial call from spawn, how you're going to open up the round, and you've got to make a mid-round decision, and that's a much harder thing to learn in CS.
Lots of smokes outside, but this time Shelfie's up in it. He wants to fight. Oh, he's being hit by those flames. He'll be forced into it. Nearly gets the collateral. Nearly the lineup. But instead it's 1-for-1, and that favors 9 quite a bit. Norvi. Oh my goodness, this is bold. This is bold. We've been criticizing forZe for maybe being a little bit too passive, sitting on their hands, but now Norvi has a great position through the squeaky door. They're not likely to expect this. The time is going to be everything. He's got 1, he's got 2, and he's out of there. What a move from Norvi. Just a thief in the night, snatching what he came for and getting out with no chance for the punish.
Tyler's trying to take the duel, but I don't think you're going to win that coming out of hut. And did you see that, Mike? How they smoked behind him?
Yeah.
So they had no idea. They had no idea a player was pushed through Squeaky, and it's, you know, small pieces of communication make a massive difference. And on the flip side, where are 9 going to get an opportunity? Norvi has been a monster on top of hut. He's not going to give them an easy fight as they try and work out a Squeaky here. Okay, they're going to give them no fight, and they're down the vent.
They have no presence. They have no presence. This is a bomb plant. No one's even looking from ramp in. What is going on for forZe? They just seem to occasionally neglect the fact that the B site exists. Now the rotation comes in, but it's way too late. This bomb is going down. Nothing that you could do about it. And there is actually a legitimate chance to make something of this round if Kyler could do something snappy here by the shutter. Oh, he's taking the fight to him. He's got 1. The Opera now under pressure here in a big way. Zort could be in for a world of hurt. Flanks are coming through, so Zort is going to back up and wait for his teammates to make the first move, but this is not a sure thing, and down to the 2v2. It's unraveling here for forZe. Jerry with the big kill, but he needs to get the next as well. Kyla knows where he's coming from. He's got that. It's all into the Opera, and Zorta isn't even in position. He doesn't have time, Alan. This round is over. This round is over. Zorta will give it one last-ditch effort, but he certainly has to know the clock is too far ticked. This is a catastrophe for forZe. Oh, a 4v2.
What a blunder. I mean, they had Norvi on top of hut. Jerry was behind the silos on site, and Jerry was jiggling, I think, the squeaky side, and Norvi was picking up hut. It must have been a miscommunication, Mike, because even if you're not looking for the vent dive, you're looking at squeaky, and maybe Jerry peeled off to have a quick peek into hut, but I don't know. They need to be talking to each other. It's just too much, and then on the retake, much too slow. They were so scared of going down the vent, and wow, that is catastrophic, and they need to thank their lucky stars they had those anti-egos to bank up some cash, or this could have been, you know, a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah. It's still really bad. Oh man. This round is such a huge swing, right? Is forZe going to be able to stabilize and have a decent CT side, or are they going to cover up the entire half? That's what we decide right now. They're pushing all the chips into the middle of the table. They've invested everything they've got. They needed to make up for the sins of the last round. It was so good, right? The move through squeaky door was so good for Norvi. And then everything else was not good. Oh, here comes the hit. They're picking up the pace. Jerry blinded up, still gets 1. Spotted before the flashbang bloom. That bomb's now dropped. They are committed. There's no shenanigans in this round, and it seems like forZe are being absolved of their sins right now. SZPERO, the lone demon that haunts him. But they're going to try and exorcise this demon. They've got their rosaries. They've got their holy water. They've got, I don't know what else. What else do you use? Garlic? No, that's vampires here, Alan. What's your exorcism tool of choice?
Isn't it
Silver bullet?
Just... Is that? Oh, yeah. I think. Does that work?
That's
I thought
werewolves.
I thought it was more of the actual seance. You know, the actual ritual, rather than the actual items you need for an exorcism.
I mean, silver bullets, I think, is more werewolves, but
yeah,
it'll work here. It'll work. Have you seen Hellboy?
No, I haven't.
He's got this giant revolver, and his bullets have like these crazy concoctions in them. So it'll be like, you know, rose water, like a fragment of holy wood or something, holy water in it. Just nutty little things for anti-demons.
There you
Fun
go.
movies.
We need that. We need that in CS. You know, you just change your bullets.
Yeah, hollow points, armor piercing, APT.
Don't give them ideas.
Case got one. Gets a rifle at least. I want to say this is a sure thing, but forZe have shown that we don't really count on sure things just yet. It should be, though, and indeed it is.
Okay. Well, 4 alive. Clean round. What the round before should have been when they went up 4 and 2. So I guess that's nice. And I don't know. I just feel like the scoreline here, Mike, doesn't paint the picture because I almost feel like Nine's playing better Counter-Strike. I'll be honest. They've had a few mistakes. You know, T-side Nuke is tough, and forZe, they've had a lot of the anti-eco rounds. Maybe it's a lack of bomb plants from Nine, but I think forZe should be feeling very lucky to be ahead in this game right now.
Yeah, it is. It is one of those situations where it feels like the score doesn't tell the story. Speaking of the score not telling the story, Jerry and Goofy have not realized where each other is. Guys, fellas. Goofy's pulls the twists play off, but he doesn't even know it yet. Come on, Goofy, turn around. The mini player's gonna be so mad in a second here. Oh my gosh. Jerry doesn't even have to reveal his position because Zorta gets the kill. So it is still 4-on-4, but now the outside player's left. This might actually wind up working out for forZe. Can see 1-for-1. That's not ideal, but Zorta's here to clean up. Mollied out. He'll have to bail. And while there is an advantage, and Jerry does have a lot of information, K has worked his way out the squeaky door.
Oh, that duel was everything. If Norby falls, A site open for business. But now it becomes so difficult. Jerry's already down lower. Maybe a bomb plant, but as soon as these players group up, Jerry, yeah, he's going to swing on the bomb plant. Easy peasy. And I had to say there, Mike, Zorte's the hero. Hits a great shot into that player top of main. And he's so fast on the rotor. If he's not there to pick up ramp, that is round over. There's no way the CTs are getting down to low before that bomb is planted.
He really does bail them out in a big way. Jerry, meanwhile, I think might owe someone an apology for not realizing that Goofy was above him that entire time. Goofy likewise might owe someone an apology. Just kind of a goofy round.
You can do it silently, can't you?
You can do it. I think it has to make noise, but I think that it's, you know, if there's a bullet or something, it's a very easy audio cue to
there
miss.
might have been some nades towards Squeaky. That always is a factor. So we'll give Jerry the benefit of the doubt.
I guess it's more on Goofy then for not checking it.
Maybe. I mean, I doubt Shelfie sees it that way, to be honest.
Either way, positioning now. Zorta's gone down the vent. Maybe wary of someone getting outside, but Shelfie's been watching this entire time, so it shouldn't be a concern. He's quickly going to realize there's no one outside, and indeed, it seems like we're getting a play towards A. So Jerry and Norby will have their hands full. Gotta be careful not to get caught reloading with some of these spams. They're swapping util around, and at this point buying a ton of time. Meanwhile, Zoe's got all this information outside. Now they bring the mini player back in. Jerry's risking it a little bit, taking space inside of Squeaky, but with that deep smoke up, he's had so much time to work this. "35 seconds. What do they actually want to do?" Comes the util. They're not really doing anything behind it, though. I guess it's a ramp hit now? They've looked a little indecisive, and, well, this should be over. It's not, though. Oh, a kill outside. Suddenly, intrigue down to a 2v2. Another round that should have no business of being this close. And suddenly, it's Kylar sprinting towards a bomb plant that he is going to get. A 1v1 now. This is recoverable. This is doable for Kylar. Garvey blowing the door off, but it's panic. It's quick switching. And Kylar now has the information, now has the timing as well, but he doesn't have the shot. Norby actually did get things. If he had an AK, Kylar wins that. So close to falling out of control, but once again, forZe saved by the last possible second.
Story of the map, isn't it? I mean, forZe looked like they were... What happened? They had 2 on ramp. 9 were panicking after Jerry took Squeaky. That's why I think they pivoted into the ramp hit with the A fake, because you've only got 2 avenues left. You're going out of hut into a crossfire, or you're going to try and force out ramp. They go ramp into a 2-man setup, set up perfectly, and I didn't see it, Mike, but they must have found so many kills across the rest of the map, because how did forZe let it go that close?
Just messiness. Ooh, nice shot from SZPERO. Zorth has been a big backstop here for the forZe side. Losing him early is going to hurt. We talked about it 2 rounds ago where he was the cleanup crew. And
Jerry?
What is Jerry doing? He has to know the Opera is still there. SZPERO just waiting. Jerry, very fortunate not to be dead for that one. Some very odd play coming through from forZe. It seems like, okay, Jerry's gonna die. Sticking around for that long. They are almost their own worst enemies on the CT side. Okay, this round's completely come off the rails, Alan.
Yeah, good news is they have the money, that it doesn't really matter.
Only 2
Maybe
rounds
it will
left,
actually.
too,
I think
yeah.
they need to save 1 rifle and then they'll be okay. But wow, that
fine.
crumbled real fast. And Jerry, just Jerry things, man. You know, we let him have these moments for the opposite when he is going in all guns blazing.
This is true. Can see if he saves this 1 gun, they're certainly fine. I think either way, they're fine. Jerry can drop an op. Norview will have above 10k, right? I think they'll make it work. But 9 will finally get that 5th round through. If they can recover to a 9-6, excuse me there, should be pretty prime.
Yeah, indeed. And as we've said, it doesn't tell the whole story, the scoreline, I don't think. And going into the second half, I wouldn't expect this to be a runaway unless it's, you know, pistol victory into first gun for forZe. I think 9 are going to make a real game of this. Creeping their way up to 5 now. 6 if they can get it. Be quite the recovery, and on T-side Nuke, that is, you know, a pretty decent haul.
This last round is huge. It does feel in some ways like forZe have gotten away with some here. But it's going to be the fast play. Event drop. They're already down. And as we've seen before, forZe with no presence towards lower. This could be punishing early on. If Jared gets caught here in the lobby, well, Kenzie actually was the first casualty. Zorta down as well. SZPERO coming alive in these last couple of rounds. And this 6th round is looking pretty for 9. Presence in lobby. Goofy still waiting here on the periphery, though. Northy's aware of the possibility. I don't think it's been spotted. He's just nervous. Goofy's now going to activate. Oh, the timing's brilliant. He didn't get spotted by any of these players rotating through. Now he's going to move on in. K's got the information. It's about Goofy getting there in time. He's been spotted, but it'll hold the players up. Time is valuable. You don't need to keep any guns alive. You just need to delay them long enough for that bomb to go off. K's got 1. And a 2nd as well. It's all falling apart, and it's going to be 9-6. 6 rounds here to send us to the break. we're back here. A 6-9 scoreline, I think, belies how many problems forZe had in that half. I think it feels weird to say, but I think they're lucky to have gotten the 9.
Feels like it, and, well, they're not letting up on the pace, Mike. Fast out Squeaky. 2 kills. Kylar, though, staying alive behind the silo. Removing scalps makes it a 3rd, and, well, that pistol round, it looks pretty good at the start, but it ended just as quickly, and as you kind of prefaced, scoreline says forZe's in the lead, but I think we're both in the boat of they didn't look that convincing, and now 9 with pistol on the CT side. You know what? I think 9's the favourite to win the map.
It does feel that way. I mean, even dating back to the first half pistol, right? I was Kenzie bailing them out with a 3K in a situation where 9 looked to be well positioned. Ooh, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. I think this one's going to get pretty scrappy as we get deep into the second half. SZPERO just keeping the dualies. Wants him to be off. And well, I'm not ready to discount this. Player's down vent. Jedka's going to come down to defend this, but he's the only one close. No one's even close enough for a vent drop. Never mind. Now SZPERO is here with his dualies of might. See what he can do. Oh, connects on that. Even hit the dink on the next. Not a kill, though. I think we're at 5-7. It's looking all right here. A little bit of a messy exchange. That's a huge kill to hit for Shelfie. They still haven't gotten a bomb plant, but they might be able to get away. That's a cleanup. That's the rifle out of play. It's all into Kenzie. Kenzie's got no health either. He's going to play a stealthy game, and, well, K's come around to secure the flank of the game, so this should be a tough ask, and indeed, K keeps it clean.
Well, it was a good recovery. That got very scary, and the bomb was dropped in control. If it wasn't, maybe they could put the brakes on the round and, you know, really work that 2-on-2, so... Wow, that was chaotic. 9 was so late on those rotates after the outer smokes went down. I'm a little bit perplexed. I think they got away with that one, Mike. That could have definitely been a forZe round, but what goes around comes around. It's a bit of karma, I guess, for the first half, and now it's forZe, unarmored pistols, and 9 good chance to bank some cash.
Right, a 9 keep us clean. We're looking at a very strong CT side start. Nice shot with a dig. Add a little bit of intrigue. But not a lot. Not a lot, Alan.
You know, I prefer watching SZPERO when he doesn't have the dualies.
Yeah. I mean, he hit some nice shots. He got a kill and got a dink in that last one. So SZPERO, even with the dualies, is interesting, but... they shouldn't be able to get around Kylar here, right? Jedka set up on the same sight line. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, 2 frags ain't bad. Obviously, the round before was close for comfort, so... There'll be a lot in the bank here for 9. This is an important round. No AWP in play either. 5 rifle. Would have been SZPERO wielding that one, so maybe a bit of a rejig of the setup in order. And yeah, good chance here, of course, that they could make their teeth out a lot easier if they win this round.
Goofy. Gets himself the opener here. That's a nice one to find. At least for the time being, forZe do not have a lot of control. Kenzie's trying to change that up outside at least. Presents some problems, but with a player coming up secret, Zorta's watching for it. Whoa, tense game now. SZPERO and Zorta, who's going to blink first? Who's going to make the mistake? SZPERO wisely has not come around this corner. But they are so focused on this kill. And no one else is here to watch outside, so if SZPERO goes down, suddenly a lot of things open up for forZe. SZPERO smokes up. Is that going to coax him? Molly forces him back down. The rabbit goes into his burrow.
You know, there's nobody here outer, Mike. If they push these smokes, there's so much space on the table.
RV? Norvi? Norvi SZPERO. IMG's duel determines this round. There's only 30 seconds left, Alan. They're starting to get very close on this. If SZPERO gets his kill, he drops the bomb. Ooh, not quite the kill, but he does rebuff him. 25 seconds. Where are they even going to go? They don't have a sight yet. kenzie gets a kill outside, but can they even get the bomb on towards A in time? I guess they can. It'll be a mad dash. K evens up the numbers. They've got presence in mini, but that drops the C4. This is a mismanagement situation for forZe. They don't have time for the plant anymore. This is going to have to be a save for kenzie with 2 HP.
It's crumbled. Indecision is always the worst decision, and you could see, I was kind of prefacing it, there was so much space on outer, kenzie was gaining it, and they just didn't formulate a plan around it. Norvi goes down solo with the bomb? I mean, why not go numbers down secret and try and, you know, have that one player lurking in from ramp? Why not get ready to split mini as soon as that first kill comes in? It was kind of the worst of both worlds, and there was never going to be the time. It was just a bit of mismanagement, and you know, I think you need to look at Jerry actually and say he needed a better grip on that round.
Yeah, he did. It's just an odd one, right? I mean, they clearly had such a focus on taking secret, but then they don't keep going with it. They try and work outside, but there doesn't seem to be a clear picture of what they're trying to do.
It was like there was a flow chart and it just ended. After you get into garage.
It was one of those, it was the, you know, step 1, establish outside control. Step 2, Molotov into secret. Step 3, question mark, question mark, question mark. And then 4 was profit, but they never got past the question mark, question mark, question mark.
Well, they didn't say who the profit was for, so...
True.
Still works.
It was a lot of profit for 9. Presence in towards the ramp room. Nade onto Norvi. But once again, the stall out comes in for forZe. They establish this control. They force the player off. Now they withdraw. So they put the doubt in their minds. But the problem is, Alan, there's only one smoke left. There is no other utility. So, yes, you've maybe spread the CT defense out a little bit. But where are you actually going to execute? They're going to go back into ramp. They've got kenzie down secret. They had kenzie down secret. He's gone. So now you've just got this ramp push. You're contained in towards hell, so there's a lot of information here, and jedker is going to operate off of that information. And it's going to look pretty dang good. So nothing doing in this round. Schalfie was supposed to be a little bit of an edge lurk factor, but he's going to get a rifle and probably just try and save this.
Yeah, he's got the body armor. Better cash in the bank, so I can, you know, buy the full armor, a couple nades. So why risk it? Bomb is... I mean, look at it. No chance of recovering that. And yeah, for 9, set to keep 4 players alive. Spoken about it a lot already. And, you know, the scoreline says this is a close game, but I think outside of a few errors, 9 look very competent here on Nuke and forZe. You know, indecision isn't something I commonly criticize Jerry about. So that's kind of ringing alarm bells, I think, for me.
And it's weird, too, since, you know, this team's been together a long time. It's not like they haven't played a lot of nukes together. It's 10 months. 10 months that this team has been a consistent core. That's not something you can say for a lot of teams at this level of competition. And again, I think they've played plenty of Nuke. 11 maps over the last 3 months. It's kind of a weird one. Maybe a little bit of rust coming out of the player break.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like communication to me. That's how that sort of thing breaks down. Key, that was unbelievably aggressive. He's trying to fight red. They're trying to do a fast out of default. There's players down the vent at the same time. All of 9 are on the upper bomb site. This might be an insta-save call, honestly, as the bomb gets tapped.
Here's your antidote to analysis paralysis is you speed things up. You hit quick, you get that initial pick, and you just immediately operate off of it. Now, SZPERO's in a tough spot, but he will collect on Jerry, so now he knows lobby presence hasn't necessarily gotten down yet. The second player will activate, but this bomb is likely to be planted. Goofy cleans up Norby. Now they just have to deal with the players on site. And suddenly, Alan, this one is falling apart. It was looking so good for forZe. You're even thinking maybe they just pulled a conservative save call. Not anymore. Not anymore. Nine don't have the positioning is their one big problem. They're all kind of coming from the same chunk. But they got a chance, and they got the util to make something of it. Flashbangs can rain out. That's a good shot in a second and a follow-up, and never mind. The guns do enough for forZe to hang on to this round, and to now make it a very costly one for Nine to deal with.
Made it a little bit harder, I think. Or maybe it needed to be, but yeah. Afterplant was nice. One player locking down the vent. That shot from Zorte was dirty. That was nice. I enjoyed that. So, you know, I don't know. It's a bizarre game, Mike, because it's not pretty from forZe. It's not pretty at all, but they're hanging in there. They're still in with a shout.
I'm just looking at when they've played their last matches. No, they've been playing. I mean, obviously they've been playing in the RMRs. We've even played Nuke twice in the RMR so far. So I don't know what to make of some of these issues they've been having. Zorta, that's a nice kill. Maybe now they're focused in. Maybe now they're locked in. That's a nice opener to find SZPERO out of play immediately. Don't have to deal with the op. Don't have to worry about it. Wanted to go for the squeaky shot. Found some nades instead.
Is this an intentionally bad smoke? I think it is. Cheeky boost, and they're running towards lobby, Mike. This could be everything. Okay, heading towards the hut side instead. They decide to give up on it as that one player in Kenzie is showing a lot of presence towards outer. So it's a neat idea, but they need to move around, Mike. Man down. They can't just stick around spread out.
Jedker's in for some trouble. No one can help him. No one can help him. He's just lost Kyler as well. Shelfie just exerting presence here by the squeaky door. But they've come back up. They've come back up. They didn't focus on Jedker instead. They went towards where they got the pick, and maybe that's going to work out. One more trade, one more exchange. Bomb going down. These two players have to save. The money's run out. The bank of 9 has run dry. forZe are going to even up the scoreline here now with only one player even possible to save. And for all of the issues that we've seen, for all of the concerning rounds, all of the odd situations, you're right, Alan. They are still very much in position to make this map theirs.
Oh, they're in a great spot. This money is disastrous. Disastrous for 9, and well, that round crumbled so quickly. It looked like, was it a nade stack onto Mini as SZPERO was trying to peek in. Wrong place, wrong time. He dies. And from there, a bit of, you know, paralysis is never really make a move to recover. And Key, guess the elbow was just peeking out. He falls, no gun saved. Buying the next isn't going to be great either. forZe. forZe's right in this.
Right in the mix. Right in the mix. When you overwhelm this one, you're up to 12, right? As is expected. Then you just need to be one more gun buy. Suddenly you've got 14 rounds. Heavy presence outside. They're just going all in, and it's working for a moment. It got exciting, and then less exciting. Nice little bit of Glock work there from Zorte. And of course, being a T side, forZe can absorb those casualties without too much of a problem.
Yeah, it's still nice, though, wasn't it? One flashbang for 2 frags. Take that, I think, on such a heavy eco. But this is what we're here for. Guns are back out. As I mentioned, the buy is decent, but it's not perfect. No AWP in play unless Goofy's filling the glass. Don't think it's likely. And lacking a little bit of the nadage. No kits yet either. And I think I'd love Goofy just to drop onto maybe a FAMAS. Guarantee that kit full utility. forZe comes in. As I guess 9 are probably discussing what's going to change. Yeah, we'll see what Goofy buys up, but I think a kit would be very nice.
Nope. Kits are only necessary if you let them plant, Alan. 9. No intention of letting them plant. Bomb defuses. are just for failures who's failed at preventing the bomb from going down. That's the philosophy here for 9. See if they can hold to it. Heavy presence ramp early. Never mind, it's all heaven. Mini map. Give me a little whatsy doodle. And it seems like a fast play outside for forZe. They've already taken the space. But there's a gap. Molotov down prevents one of those smokes from blooming. Actually, it was their Molotov.
It's a set play.
Not working out very well.
Well, that was awkward. Yeah, it's a set play where you take a top spawn, you peek behind that Molotov, and looks like a smoke's about to land on it, and peek behind that molly smoke, whilst they're expecting a smoke to fly in. So that's the idea. Didn't work out, obviously, on this occasion, and I admire the aggressive call, but, I mean, this round's over before it even started.
There's a call, and then you do need the execution. They're just going to save this. Going all the way back around into lobby. Obviously, at this point, any damage they can do is huge. They'll have a buy guaranteed regardless of what happens here. They don't necessarily need to save.
I mean, Norvy's way off. Kenzie's just grabbing the AWP, so they'll be sitting back and thinking a bit more about that play is, you know, if I know what's coming, like, I think they do. You know what I mean? If I know what no smoke there means,
yeah,
surely when you're playing all these scrims when you're a team, you know, I know 9 isn't been together that long, but I assure you they are scrimming top 30 teams a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they're well experienced players too. They've been around the block. Not a whole lot catches them off guard at this point, I'm sure.
And that's the thing about that play that forZe went for. It's a not necessarily puggy, but you're relying on them making a mistake.
It's all tied up. 5 players surviving from that one as well for 9. Gives them that economic value. We were talking about them being on the ropes. If they had dropped that last round, who even knows what their buys look like towards the end. But instead now, we got a prime chance. It's going to be haymakers traded all the way down the stretch. forZe could really use this round to keep it from getting out of control.
Still no AWP on the east side as well. Really lacked that. That's an aggressive vent dive long before that smoke had bloomed. And, you know, you can do that, but you need a lot of flashes. So, forZe, we know Nuke isn't their favorite map, and maybe some of the chinks in the armor are starting to rear their heads.
Perhaps. Kenzie has gotten down vent, I will say, but SZPERO is watching for it. So we'll see who gets activated first. In the meantime, it seems like forZe are pretty stalled out in lobby, seeing if any counter aggression is going to come through. But up a man, there's no real motivation for 9 to do so. They're pretty content to sit on their haunches. Why wouldn't they be? forZe haven't shown anything in 30 seconds. There's no real need to move.
It's a Nuke is a map as well where very reactive. Let them make the first push and you can shift around. They look pretty comfortable at the moment as his numbers are coming back towards A. Key needs to make sure he's on location in heaven for when this hit comes in, but yeah, now that Kenzie's down, this is impossible.
Certainly tough. Certainly tough. Goofy on top of the hut. Kylar behind him. A and activated, and it's all over. 1 casualty. That just gives them the chance. Well, I was going to say to rebuy the op, but SZPERO found it anyway, so no problem there. 9. Prime position to just sort of roll out the red carpet and slide into the end of this map, perhaps. There is still money. This is going to be the end of the bank for forZe, I think. Although, I suppose Zorta, Norby, and Shelfie could all buy rifles, and they'd still have a buy for next time. So
I think they're going to buy. I think they're going to buy, yeah.
All in.
They even drop a Galil. I mean, nothing's cheap these days.
It is. Jerry likes to play with a MAC-10 too.
They've got to be buying. Norby could drop a Galil right now. Dorte's got himself an AK. Could drop another.
There we go.
Yeah, here we go.
All in. Not even. Source's kept money. Norby's kept money. Shelfie has money. They're actually not fully drained in this one.
Yeah, that Galil, bro, it's cheaper than you think.
It's pretty good, too. I mean, at least when you compare it to the FAMAS, I feel like the FAMAS is just so frustrating to use.
Yeah,
The Galil, meanwhile, not that bad. So many bullets.
The ability just to keep buying on T side and not worry about having 2 free Galils in the mixes. You know, if you're getting plants, it's very easy to break that CT money.
Okay. Getting aggressive behind the smoke. He's going to go up. He's going to go up. They're going around. Oh, this could be a huge position. This could be massive. Turn back around, K. Turn back around. You had the right idea. You got one, not the second, but a dink on the Northie, and it's immediately cleaned up. Huge play for K. 1 3/4 of a kill, and he shuts down all of that outside presence, which otherwise forZe just have the lobby. They've got nothing else. That was a huge amount of their utility. That was a huge amount of their investment. It's down to the 2 Galils and 1 AK. Yeah,
the big deal as well is... I know nobody's crossed. There's no reason to over-rotate here. We've got 2 locked into A. Jedka is seriously fast on the rotates. They might not know it, forZe, but going down the bend is definitely their best chance to make it down and bomb. All right, well, they found the gap. Oh, it is a 2v4, but they have found the gap.
They do get the bomb plant, yeah. If Zort had gotten that kill outside, which, you know, AK gets that, we have a round on our hands. As it is, a 4v2, there's still a chance to make this a little friskier than 9 would like. We're waiting for everyone to get back into position. That's going to whittle down time. There are 2 kits available, so plant or defuse shouldn't be a major issue. He's got the first. Oh, it's hit the second as well. Schulfe, some snappy shooting here. Oh, Schulfe, a hero play just when they needed it, and it's over. 4 kills in defense of that bomb, and it's 13-all.
Wow, I mean, just wow. That's... I haven't casted that many games yet of Challenger, but that might be the play of the season already. That was ridiculous. I don't even think 9 necessarily misplayed it. Maybe they could have thrown a few more pieces of utility, but it wasn't like they're making it easy for Schulfe. Just played his angle to perfection. Wow, I mean, you know, it keeps the narrative keeps going, Mike. 9 are the better team on Nuke right now, but forZe are the better players.
It is pretty wild. I mean, Schulfe, we talked about him in the pre-game. It's been a little quieter than perhaps we would expect, but that moment, that's just star power shining through. Just explosive.
I mean, their economy was on the brink. That was it. That everything was invested.
Now instead,
that's map over.
It's 9 up against the wall. 9 having to fight their way out of a corner. We've got the investment in this one. Jedker on the MP9 is a limitation, but whoa, it's a good way to compensate. Zorta deleted immediately. SZPERO with the aggro peaks. He's had a few of these through the map, and they have been good.
He's also had a great CT side, but I think he has struggled a bit here, hasn't he? Doesn't seem to be winning out. I'm a little surprised they aren't thinking more about the 5 rifle. And guys, we need some smokes. We need some smokes. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my goodness! SZPERO says you can get 4Ks. Well, so can I. Collat. 1 bullet, 2 kills, and the cleanup to boot. No smokes outside, nothing to block their approach, and they, I guess, didn't anticipate that SZPERO would have rotated that quickly, but he certainly had. Now they've got the double op. Jedker picking up the secondary. Jedker's been playing a lot of ramp, as I recall, so I think he's going to be setting up there with the big zoom banger.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Only argument I'd say against it, Mike, is you know their buy's terrible. Gonna be some pistols in the mix. So a bit of a risk, I guess, if he gets, you know, popped into or rushed down. But if you're feeling it, why not? And 9, you know, I'm already thinking about it, Mike. They'll be so gutted if they don't win this map, because I do think they've played such good Counter-Strike. It's been a few errors, obviously, throughout, but yeah, for a team of their age, they're showing a lot of class.
Jerry buys the hero rifle, throws it over to Schulfe. Schulfe, let's see if he can do that again. Oh, and he rewards him! The young gun, given the hero AK, shines immediately. It's just a start, but it's an exciting one. And a round where they otherwise have nothing to work with. Pressure going to be on for Jedker. He's got the secondary up. Now he's got to answer. That's the first one out. They've gotten past. The clock's been overwhelmed. SZPERO trying to come into support, but he gets tagged. Now the two ops are maybe in the worst positions to have the AWPs. That's another big gun picked up. An op at that. And this could be getting frisky. Ooh, great shot for Norvi. A 3-on-2. How is this the round? One hero rifle and Glocks, Alan. A single deagle. But now we've got 9 on the back foot, and it's always been these rounds. These rounds where the explosiveness of forZe comes to play that have kept this game so very close.
Look how forZe's put the brakes on. Picked up these AWPs, and they've said, rightly so, that 9 have got to make a play. They can't just sit back on the bomb sites, and Key is clearing. Oh, they've just come off the angle. That would have been brilliant if Norvi was still holding. There is a little bit of a window for Key to get in behind. Kylar's committed huge. CT vents.
He's going lobby side, though. They're going up heaven, and they're going to bring a player in from mini. So if they just delete Kylar on the immediate peak, clearing that second vent position. Oh, but it's been tipped off. It's been tipped off. Can he find damage? They don't have armor on most of the players. Oh, a little late on that peak. Opportunity missed, and it all falls apart. The coordination there between the two heaven players, the way it's supposed to work, is the one drops while the other swings, so it's a pick your poison type of situation. That second of confusion, that half a second of lack of coordination, means that 9 recover.
Well, again, Karma's a B, isn't it? For those sort of rounds. They get away with it to 9. I think the double pushes did look a little bit silly. Guaranteed there were going to be pistols in the mix, so... You know, they get away with that one. And again, out of aggression, kenzie, does he have a clue? Looking behind, Key's pushed through. He's not seeing anybody. He's calling out as clear. Meanwhile, the mini-split's coming in. kenzie gets one. Key finally trying to readjust. Goofy, meanwhile, is bailing his squad out on that A bomb side. This is madness. Players all over the place. kenzie gets another, but the HP bars... 2-on-2 it might be, but surely not, Mike. 14 HP between them?
Headshot to win it. One bullet to the dub. Oh, not a headshot there. And SZPERO comes out on top. kenzie in a dream. He's already found 2 kills in this round. This would be the moment to step up. This would be the moment to go absolutely Super Saiyan. That bomb committed. He has 50 seconds to work on. And they clearly have no idea where he is. You could see the hesitancy here. SZPERO looking every which way. The process of elimination, SZPERO seems to have the right idea. Timing. Timing there, Alan, is brutal. SZPERO is going to think that that's vacant. And it's the second vent check. He's got it, but not the kill. Another shot that's not quite a headshot. And that's going to be 9 taking the dub. 9 taking the map, securing their map pick. What a close battle there, Alan.
I mean, that was absolute carnage. I mean, they just stayed the whole way till the end where forZe just wouldn't lose. They just wouldn't let that game slip away. And it felt to me like in that last round, they had a real chance to do it. But yeah, I mean, 9